British funds. Armies under the white banner, Europe's traditional color of counter-revolution. Russia is a battleground, red against white. A nation of refugees caught between armies. A war with little valor and no mercy, in Winston Churchill's phrase. These prisoners are communists, captured by white troops. The same fate is shared by prisoners on the other side, in the hands of the Reds. A landscape of starvation, bloodshed, confusion, ruin, and horror. So Lloyd George describes post-war Russia. In the summer of 1919, with the Civil War mounting in fury, the Allies begin a withdrawal, fearful of raising the price they have already paid for intervention in Russia. 200 Americans are among the Allied dead. When the last battalion set sail from Archangel, an American lieutenant writes, not a soldier knew, no, not even vaguely, why he had fought, or why he was going now, or why his comrades were left behind beneath the wooden crosses. Withdrawal from North Russia and Siberia, in spite of Allied spokesmen, led by Winston Churchill, who urged reinforcements to continue the war against Bolshevism. Says Lloyd George, I would rather leave Russia Bolshevik than see Britain bankrupt. The war against Bolshevism is left in Russian hands. Much of North Russia is under white control. Denikin's Cossacks have advanced on a broad front to within 200 miles of Moscow, and Kolchak, the main standard bearer, now outnumbers the Red Army opposing him in his drive from Siberia. The communists in their capital of Moscow are under pressure from every side. But late in 1919, the Red Army, whipped into battle trim by Trotsky, the Red Army begins a massive campaign to drive out what the communist leaders call the instruments of capitalist imperialism, crush the white opposition. winter campaign, the Red Army, now 5 million strong, drives Kolchak's forces back to Siberia. Kolchak's White Army disintegrates, troops defecting from his harsh command. Kolchak captured and executed, a pistol at the back of his head. The other white forces are falling back. Troops in mutiny against Tsarist generals, leaders quarreling among themselves. In this war without mercy, the last victims will be the whites, slaughtered in communist reprisals against those who collaborated with the Allies. By mid-1920, intervention and aftermath have ended, an episode that Russia will long resent and the West will long regret. Some because it turned the communists into enemies, others because it not only failed to crush them, but left them strengthened. In the wake of World War I, history has set its ominous course. Russia is red.